a whole lot of challenges that shaped my personality. When I was in Unilag, before I graduated, my mommy died, and when I went to submit my assignment to my lecturer, so after submitting, I wanted to leave. He now said, Fashipe, come to Fashipe. He said, what's your plan after Unilag? I said I wanted to travel abroad to obtain a master's degree. He was like, started laughing.
Wow.
Yeah, he started laughing. He said,
laughing with you or laughing at you?
Laugh at.
Okay, at you.
Yeah, it's okay to laugh at such dream, because realistically there was nothing to back up my assertion, my belief. There's nothing to see. It's like I haven't eaten in the morning. I'm telling you that in the afternoon I
want to buy a car, I want to buy your house. Yeah.
So everyone will laugh at it, but you need to show people that there is more. You have what it takes to achieve everything that you said. So when he said that, he said that his son had scholarship, that he knew how much he spent despite the scholarship, that how much more me that has nobody. I didn't say anything. I just left his office and I started doing my thing. It wasn't, but eventually I was able to travel, and I did not just everyone around me were just laughing at such bold decision. It wasn't easy, but I did not just travel as a student. No, I was able, after traveling, I became the student rep. I won individual award, inspirational individual award. I became the NES delegate. I advocated for students at the parliament, and I became the elected student president. I was part of the member of the board of governors, trustees at the student union, and I was part of the team that appointed the present vice chancellor of Sheffield Hallam University.
Everyone wants to leave Nigeria, but no one really talks about what happens when you arrive. The struggles, the loneliness, and the reality. Welcome to Naija Across Borders, where we go beyond the journeys and explore the struggles, the growth, and the transformation. I have a guest this evening. He's not just an ordinary guest. He likes to call himself a potential president of Federal Republic of Nigeria. Of course, whatever a man can conceive and believe, he can surely achieve. And I strongly believe, because this man was once the SUG president, that is Student Union Government President of the great Sheffield Hallam University here in the UK. I'm talking about Mr. Jeremiah Abiola Fashipe. Welcome to Naija Across Borders.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you. For the benefit of those who may not really know you, can you tell us more about yourself, where you used to live in Nigeria before you relocated, and of course, what you used to do before moving to the UK?
Yeah, my name is Jeremiah Abiola Fashipe. I was born in Ajegunle, and I grew up in Kirikiri town. When I was in Nigeria, I was a fashion designer. I studied French language from the University of First Choice and Nations Prize, University of Lagos. And I also did Mandarin. I did HSK 1 and 2 in University of Lagos, after which I traveled to the UK to obtain a master's degree in public relations.
At what point did you decide to japa, as we like to call it? Could it be as a result of frustration or joblessness? You know, many graduates in Nigeria are jobless. Was that your story?
No. Though things were really tough. We were born in penury. Things were really tough. I did not japa. No, I did not. I had to leave Nigeria to improve the scope of my knowledge, to get international exposure, learning from international institutions, become the student president, and also try to learn different tradition and culture.
Okay. If I may ask, what was the greatest challenge you faced when you were your transition to the UK?
Yeah, it's if I start, we can't finish it today.
Just summarize it and tell us something.
Yes, the greatest challenges that I experienced was when I had issue with my international passport, and I met some people that exploited me. It actually took a long time for me to get it retrieved, but I'm thankful after getting it, I had to move on.
Okay, for the sake of those who may be faced with similar challenge, because one of the things we love to achieve in this podcast is to tell people not to make the same mistake we made. So if you could go further, what really happened? Did you pay money to a wrong hand? Did you fall a victim of so-called immigration officers?
It has to do with integrity, honesty. A lot of people are not, some people are not just people of good character. Every opportunity they see, they want to exploit. Instead of them to see it as an opportunity to reshape, to add value to you, to be of help, they see it as an opportunity to exploit. Because when I had issue with international passport and I went to meet an immigration officer, he was supposed to be truthful, so he was supposed to tell me that they weren't able to retrieve it in Lagos. I'll take it to Abuja, but he has to tell me that it could be done in Lagos, and I paid a huge amount of money to him, and it took a long time. He started lying to me. It took a long time before it now decided to say the truth, and then it was already late. I had to defer my admission, defer it again and again. But I think during that COVID-19 time, it was like a blessing in disguise for me. And when I deferred the admission, the university told me that I could only do that for one academic year. But when COVID-19 came, they sent an email to me and tell me that I could defer again and again.
Okay. So God showed forth for you.
Yes.
What's the biggest challenge you faced when you entered the UK?
Yeah, I think we should talk more about the reality here, unlike the way people display the picture. They give you the positive
like
side.
that you are even going ahead of me. Please go ahead.
Yeah, we need to talk about the reality. First of all, there's no perfect society. Every society has its own weakness. Here, if you are not strong enough, you will lose yourself. There are so many advantages here.
So if you are not strong enough, you will lose yourself.
You will lose yourself. So many advantages here, job and everything. But on the other hand, there are also the disadvantages too. If you're not strong enough, you will lose yourself. You will take a job because you want to pay your bill, not because you are passionate about it. It won't be what you truly want to do.
So let me ask this question. Before leaving Nigeria, what did you imagine life abroad would be, and what is the reality now? Was there any imagination you had before you japa and?
I didn't japa.
Okay.
Yeah, japa is to escape.
Okay.
I think the word, we haven't started using that word before I traveled. I traveled in 2021.
Okay.
So I think the japa word started in
2022.
2023.
Okay.
So I didn't put any picture on my mind. We were living in abject poverty. It was really tough for me, and I wanted to change. I wanted to transform. I wanted to make. I wanted to positively transform our society and Nigeria as a whole. So I needed to leave and to travel out. So there is no picture that in my mind. I just said to myself, I just want to move. I didn't think about how it will be. I just
anyway, it's better
myself.
than
yeah,
abject poverty.
There is no.
You said you were living in abject poverty.
Yes.
Then moving to the UK is not for the poor. How did you manage to raise the money?
They said if you live in Lagos, you can live anywhere
in the world.
Yeah, anywhere in the world. So
tell us, for the sake of those who are living in Lagos right now, who are desiring to be either in Canada, UK, or America, and they are also living in abject poverty.
You can
Will you shed some light?
Your background should not limit you to anything that you want to achieve. It shouldn't. Just think big and work towards it. There's a way it works.
Mr. Jeremiah, please tell how did you raise the money? We want to know. Here we make it real. I know you are sounding motivational. And how did you raise the money? Someone living in abject poverty, coming to the UK, I have an idea what it takes to relocate. How did you raise it? Did you borrow it? Did you sell your father's land or your father's house? I want us to tell us specifically.
Yeah, I didn't sell anything. I haven't sold any of my.
Oh, and then just appear from nowhere and say, Biola, take 10,000.
The thing is, if you do not have the resources to empower yourself, you have to lose your ego. You have to lose your pride. Reach out to people and talk to them that this is what I need. This is what I've been working towards this. This is what I've achieved, but this is what I need. And you must know how to ask. If you don't know how to ask, you may likely not receive. You need to know how to ask. And when you're asking, make sure that you've done huge part of what you're asking for. Then when you're presenting it to the person, don't present all your problems to one person. Present the least part of it. You can split your problem, you can split it into many ways. The example, if you need like 100 naira, if I need 100 naira, I can just meet and tell you I need 100 naira. It might be too big, it might be big for you because you also have your own problem. I could just tell you I need 100 naira, but I have 70 naira. Could you help me with anything? So when you present it to the person will understand that he has actually done much. He has worked hard to get 70 naira. Maybe if I could add like 5 naira to 10 naira, 20 naira to it.
So in summary, what you are telling us is you apply the principle of Matthew 7:7. Ask and it shall be given. And to those who are still in abject poverty, wants to relocate or wants to do a particular business, you want to achieve your dream, like Abiola did, ask. Abiola, let me ask this question. Is living in the UK better than living in Nigeria? Please, be real.
I think it's subjective.
Okay.
So some people prefer Nigeria. Some people prefer here.
To you, as my guest for today, is living in the UK better than living in Nigeria?
For now, here is better. We need our government to. They are doing their best, but they need to do more. Their best is not enough. It is not enough. We need them to do more. You are leaders. You need to do more. You need to do more. You need to be compassionate. You need to have empathy. Think like don't see yourself as president, governor, or anything. See yourself as father, and your people as children. I think when we see it that way, we have this love. We have this love. You'll be more empathetic,
and you will be able to use what belongs to the people for the people.
Yes, for the
democracy.
People. For now, for me, here is better.
It's better. Okay. What is one thing you wished somebody had told you back then in Nigeria before moving to the UK? Is there anything you think maybe if somebody had told me this before coming?
It should be the reality people don't talk about, like losing yourself, and doing like having the knowledge of you might not be able to do what you really want to do, so that people get prepared. Also, even if they are prepared to, because of the system, they might not be strong enough. They might not be strong enough to do what they want to do. Like me, I've always been self-employed in Nigeria. I had so many skills. I was a phone repairer, a fashion designer, a musical artist, a translator. So I work. I'm self-employed. So when I even came here, I still have to do the things that I've been doing. Before traveling, I learned how to cut hair. When I came here, I went to the shop again.
To learn.
I spoke French to them and I told them that I would like to learn how to cut hair. They taught me.
So what do you do? at the moment in the UK?
Yeah, I make clothes and also cut it.
Fashion
Barber.
designing
Yeah.
and what we call barber.
Yeah.
Okay, before we dive deeply into your personal life, because part of the homework I did, you were once, or you were during your period, you were the SUG president. I believe that is a great achievement. But before then, let me just ask this funny question. Do you think people back home, especially in Nigeria, is abroad overrated? Is UK overrated or underrated to people back home? Considering your experience.
To me, this is not that there are different aspects of it. It depends on where you are looking it from. If you look it at the angle of career development, people might not get what they really want. Talk about that area, it is overrated.
Okay.
But in all, we still need to let people know about what they will face when they come. As a barber now, I realize that a lot of people start having grey hair, some lose their hair, and no one talks about this when people are in Nigeria. They don't tell them that when you travel here, you will lose your hair, even your skin.
Are you talking about me?
No, I'm not talking about it. It's my field.
Okay.
A lot of people when they come here, their hair is very dark, black, and after a while, it started growing.
Is that you are still talking about me? Because it was when I moved to the UK that I started growing this. Even though I've liked it right from childhood, I want to be like RMD, And okay, Biola, let me ask this one more question. Are you still in touch with your people back home in Nigeria?
Yes.
Do they think you are richer than the way you really are? Because there's this mindset about people back home.
In terms of
they just feel you are in the UK, you are millionaires. Is that applicable to you?
It's everybody. People at home thinks everyone is financially doing well financially. No. Yes, I said yes.
Okay, say yes. So what advice do you have for them back home? Not just personally to you now, because many people in the UK or abroad struggle, and the demand is so high, especially considering the challenges back home. And you see demands here and there. Many times, if you are not able to meet up their demand, they think you are stingy. So what advice do you have for people back home about those?
Yeah, it's not easy. Everyone here is really going through their own share of troubles, their own challenges. Whatever you see, they might post something and you might think, oh, they're in a better place. No, the person that if you post a good picture, you might be on a sick bed, you might be depressed, you might be going through some troubling moment. So everyone here has their own share of trouble. You need to understand that it's not all that glitter.
Glitter is not good. Yeah, you are still watching Naija Across Borders, where we go beyond the journeys and exploit the struggles, the growth, and the transformation. And with me is Biola, and he's been sharing his story. Now let's dive into your personal life. Becoming SUG president, Student Union president of Sheffield Hallam University, where you did your master. Could you tell us a little about the struggle, the journey, or was it just on the platter of gold?
No, it comes with a whole lot of challenges that shaped my personality. When I was in Unilag, before I graduated, my mommy died, and when I went to submit my assignment to my lecturer, so after submitting, I wanted to leave. He now said, Fashipe, come to Fashipe. He said, what's your plan after Unilag? I said I wanted to travel abroad to obtain a master's degree. He was like, started laughing.
Wow.
Yeah, he started laughing. He said,
laughing with you or laughing at you?
Laugh at.
Okay, at you.
Yeah, it's okay to laugh at such dream, because realistically there was nothing to back up my assertion, my belief. There's nothing to see. It's like I haven't eaten in the morning. I'm telling you that in the afternoon I want to buy a car.
I want to buy your house. Yeah.
So everyone will laugh at it, but you need to show people that there is more. You have what it takes to achieve everything that you said. So when he said that, he said that his son had scholarship, that he knew how much he spent despite the scholarship. That how much more me that has nobody. I didn't say anything. I just left his office and I started doing my thing. It wasn't, but eventually I was able to travel, and I did not just everyone around me were just laughing at such bold decision. It wasn't easy, but I did not just travel as a student. No, I was able, after traveling, I became the student rep. I won individual award, inspirational individual award. I became the NES delegate. I advocated for students at the parliament, and I became the elected student union president. I was part of the member of the board of governors, trustees at the student union, and I was part of the team that appointed the present vice chancellor of Sheffield Hallam University.
Could you just share the little story? I know we have limited time. The struggles, the opposition, the obstacles on the way, or was it just a smooth journey?
No, it's not. Like it's not. I said I started the journey in 2019. Then I was able to travel in 2021, 2 years later. I talked about my international passport.
No, I'm talking about becoming the SUG president. Yeah.
It wasn't even, some people, when I told people that I wanted to run for the election, they were also laughing. Everyone every time, they always laugh at my dream, because I'm so ambitious. I have powerful dreams, and I do not look like what I say. I don't look like that's why I don't blame people when they laugh at it, because I do not look like what I say, but within me, I'm powerful. So when I wrote before I ran for the election, I went to meet someone and I told him about my intention to run. After the encounter with him, I went home. I wrote to the democracy team that I would like to withdraw my candidacy. So I was hoping that I would be encouraged, but I went to meet the person and I was discouraged.
So you now withdrew your application?
I withdrew my application, my candidacy. But luckily for me, when you are predestined to achieve something, it will surely come. And I failed some of my courses. It's a 1-year course. After I failed, I was complaining initially. I didn't know it was a blessing in disguise. So I had to pay to extend my visa, and then pay
to stay extra year.
Yeah, and pay for my tuition. After doing that, one day I just received an email.
So please, for clarity, the first attempt you made, you withdrew the application yourself.
Yes, I.
So it was when you now had, should we call it carryover for second year? That was when you now. Okay, go ahead with your story. I just wanted our audience to know.
That was when
the opportunity
came. It's a 1-year course. If I had not failed my courses, I would not add the opportunity to run, not to become the student president. So the failing of the course was like a blessing in disguise.
What was the greatest opposition you faced in becoming the SUG president?
Yeah, many people ran. We were 9. I think 4 Nigerians, 2 Indians, 2 Pakistan, I think a British or 2 of them, I forgot.
And amidst all this opposition, you emerged.
I became victorious.
What was your secret? Or what is the secret of you becoming? Tell us.
You have to believe in yourself. The first thing you need to do is to have courage. You need to be courageous. You need to believe in yourself. Believe that you can do it, and put in the work. Put in the right approach. Put in the energy. Put in the work. Keep doing it. The way the universe is designed to help you achieve whatever you want to achieve. If only you have the energy. If only you have the courage. If only you have what it takes, then the universe will make sure that everything aligns to make it come true.
You're talking about law of attraction.
Yes.
I like that. Okay. What are the three things you think Nigeria do or does better than UK?
We are more accommodating.
Really?
Yes.
One, Nigeria is more accommodating.
We're more accommodating, and you can meet a Nigerian for the first time, and after that encounter, you start calling you my friend, my brother.
Excuse me. Are you talking about Nigeria in diaspora, or I'm talking about three things happening back home in Nigeria
that you don't see here?
That is better.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That we are more accommodating.
Okay, one.
We are more accommodating and more generous.
Nigerians are more generous.
More generous than the Nigerians here.
They
are more generous than Nigerians here.
So,
and even
in summary, Nigerians in the UK are stingy. Is that what you're saying? Nigerians in the UK, Abiola say you guys are stingy. Okay, what is the topic?
Did I say?
No, just said it that people back home are more generous. Even in their lack of money, lack of food, in their struggles, they are still more generous.
You have to take your word. Take it back.
You just said it.
More generous. That means we are generous. But back home, they are more generous.
We are still saying the same thing.
No, stingy is different from more generous.
Okay, you guys here are just generous, but people back home are more.
More. The reason is it's not intentional. Not as if we wanted to be. We don't want to, no. Don't use the word stingy. I said more generous.
Okay.
Yeah, more. We want to be more. It's not the Nigerian at home, Nigerian here. We are the same thing.
Okay.
But the difference is because of the challenges that we have here. We are overstretched. Already.
Okay,
your salary is already.
So you guys find it difficult to just release money. I've heard it a long time ago before that UK residents are very stingy, and I think you are just confirming it. Okay, the third thing, because of our time, so that we can go to the next question. What is the third thing you think?
The first thing, I think that's that can talk about.
Okay, I heard that UK is very boring. Loneliness, this thing, is that true? Do you confirm that?
It's because of the responsibilities.
Okay.
It's like you are sold out already.
So are you managing to source? Are you married?
No.
Are you married?
No.
Okay.
When you say UK is very...
No, I'm talking about when it comes to romance, loneliness, because I've interviewed some married people in the UK, and they will tell you they still experience loneliness, even in their marriage. And I heard that all you people do is shift. Yeah, so are you managing romance, especially you that you are still single? And there was a video that, should I say, that I saw online. A guy packing his load, about 2 years ago, saying he's going back home. UK is boring, there is congee, in code. Yeah. So how are you surviving? How are you coping as a single guy?
I'm self-employed, and I have time to do, I can manage my time. Okay. I have time to do anything that I want to do.
So in summary, UK is boring, but you are surviving it.
Yes, because I could manage my time.
Okay, from here, what next? As a Nigerian, some people after permit me to see use the word japa, they forget about home. But I'm so happy you say you are staying in touch with your people back home, and I think I want to commend you for that and encourage everybody, don't forget your source. Yeah. So now that you are in the UK, you are self-employed, you've been privileged to be SUG president, which is a great achievement to me, and I believe you are doing some great. What next? What is your vision? What are your visions?
Yeah, we cannot leave Nigeria in the hands of people that are not that do not have the people at heart. We need, politics has to be everybody's business.
Are you thinking of politics?
We should. Everybody.
No, are you? No, we should. Are you?
I've answered the question.
Okay.
Yeah, it's something I'm thinking of. Something I'm doing. We all have to put all hands on deck and contribute to Nigeria's development.
Are you thinking of going fully into politics, contest election? Because, jokingly, or should I say jokingly, I've heard you saying you are a potential president.
Yeah,
do you really mean it whenever you say so? Do you have vision to become the president of Nigeria?
Yes. We need to...
No, I don't want to. We need to. I'm talking about you, Biola.
Why I'm saying we, I don't work alone. I do not work alone. Okay. I always inspire people. When I say we, every one of us need to go into politics and everybody has their own area of specialization. Everybody has their own area of strength. We need to work together and make Nigeria a powerful country.
You want to become the president of Nigeria? How are you going about? It's possible. Whatever a man can conceive and believe, especially with the help of God. I'm not laughing at your vision. How are you going about that?
Yeah, I've just finished my tenure as the Student Union President. It's still part of leadership journey. I have the international exposure and institutional policies, how to advocate, how to implement policies that are people oriented. It's something that I've already been doing. In Nigeria, I have we established a charity organization in Nigeria that's passionate about empowering young people with free vocational skills and so on.
What advice do you have for Nigerians in diaspora, not just in the UK? Because so many people, the truth is, so many people have forgotten about Nigeria.
No, you don't.
Considering the challenges we are facing right now, and I do tell people, it's a phase, no glory without story. I want to believe Nigeria is still going through the story, and I believe one day will become the center of attraction. And I'm not saying this just for saying sake, to excite anybody. I believe so much in Nigeria, and that is why this is part of what I'm doing to promote Nigeria. And I also have vision to still go fully back home and do. So what advice do you have for your friends, your brothers and sisters, the Nigerians who are in the UK and every other?
I understand that the insecurity and how the failure in governance and so many factors have made people lose hope. I just want to encourage everyone, don't lose hope. There are so many reasons why you have to give up, but you don't have to. You need to understand that we all need to come together. Everybody needs to. You don't need to think about what the country will do for you. You should start thinking about what you should do for the country. It's not as if they are saying the government should be irresponsible. No, it's about you understanding that you need to contribute. Whatever governments do, you need to as well think about ways to contribute to the development. It's also an opportunity. I'm also using this opportunity to talk to our governments that they need to do more. You need to do more.
Good. I just wanted to ask you that now that you've advised Nigerians in diaspora, what advice do you have for the government, leaders back home? Because the truth is, if Nigeria is better, many people will go back home, and many people will not even think of leaving. So if I may ask, what are the 3 things you think if Nigeria should put in place, if our government should do? 1, we discourage people from traveling abroad, and we encourage those abroad to maybe possibly move back home to invest in Nigeria. What are the 3 things?
Fix security.
Security,
Number 1.
Okay.
Security, our health sector, and there should be job opportunity, and healthcare sector. And if we can fix all these things, it will affect the other aspect of
life.
Yeah.
Okay. If someone, let's say if your brother or your very good friend still back home in Nigeria is thinking of jackpotting now. When I mean jackpot, I'm not talking about those who wants to, some people really have, how do I put it? Some people really wants to come and study and go back. There are some people like that. Yeah. Their intention is to come in, study and go back. But some people, their real intention is to escape from the hardship back home. So that's why I use the word jackpot. If you have somebody back home now that call you that, Egbon, or my friend, I want to jackpot. I want to escape this hardship. I want to escape this insecurity. What advice will you give to such a one?
Yeah, if you want to, I don't want to say escape. If you want to travel, empower yourself. Get your degree, widen the scope of your knowledge, and start thinking about what you've learned here, how you will implement it in Nigeria.
Okay, how will you present UK to someone who wants to just move in for the first time?
It's a great country.
What are the expectations?
It's a great country. I'll tell them the positive side and also the
what are the positive sides and what are the negative sides?
The positive side is you have to you get job. It's not the jobs are not easy to come, but if you will get job, you can advance your educational life, your marital life, financial life, and
That is a positive side.
yeah, the positive
The
side.
negative side.
The negative side, as I've said before, you might not get what you want. You might come here and start working in a care home, and start doing the things that, it's not as if working in a care home is bad. It might not be what you wanted.
Could you tell them more about KO? I just wanted to ask that what are the available jobs in the UK, but I'm happy you mentioned care.
Yeah, that's so
And like somebody who is also very familiar with the UK, I know most people, I don't know if you disagree with me on this, 60 to 70% of immigrants in the UK are into care support.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Sure.
So how do you prepare somebody who doesn't know what care job is all about and wants to jump out to the UK thinking as soon as I enter the UK, I'll be working with the Prime Minister, or I'll be working... No, that is a mentality. Or I'll be working with McDonald, you know. What...
I'll be the refinery.
Please prepare such a person for...
Yeah, it's really tough. You need to know that the reality here, it's very, very tough. There are jobs, opportunity, but it's not easy to come. You still need to put in the work and start talking to people, start making different applications, start developing yourself, develop your mind, emotional intelligence, develop your mind, learn skills, advance your educational life.
Okay, Biola, are you really fulfilled here in the UK now? With the job you are doing, are you really fulfilled?
Yeah, I'm doing what I want to do.
No. You know, there is...
That's fulfillment.
Okay, you are doing what you really want to do. That is fulfillment. So you are fulfilled.
Yes.
And many immigrants abroad don't have similar answer.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, but I'm happy for you. So, what impact do you think you are making in your journey to greatness in life?
Like I said, we established a charity organization in Nigeria where we empower people with free vocational skills.
Oh, interesting.
We're also looking forward to establishing another one here where we want people to learn vocational skills like fashion designing, haircuts, styling, arts, learning how to draw, and language exchange program, learning different languages.
You founded the NGO, the movement. Are you the initiator?
Yes, in Nigeria.
Oh, great one.
Yes, I am.
Okay, Christianity in the UK compared to Christianity in Nigeria, what do you see? Or which one do you prefer?
You know, you can't take, here you have so many responsibilities, and because you have so many responsibilities, you will not have enough time. You will not have, like, you might not have the time
To serve God.
No, you have already. You don't have to be in a church to serve
So
God.
are you saying, Abiola, you
are
are trying to be diplomatic with my question. The way people serve God in Nigeria, Christianity, as a Christian now, and the way they serve God in the UK,
it's
which
different.
one do you think is more of a commitment?
I think here, because you have government is really doing their job.
Okay.
So some people will serve God because for the true reason of serving God. Some people will serve God for the true reason. But in Nigeria, because the hope of the common man has already been stolen.
Okay, so they serve God because of what they can get
for
from
your
God.
reason.
So, in summary, you are saying people serve God better in the UK than Nigeria. Is that what you are saying?
Yes, some people serve God.
But some people will disagree with you that because back home in Nigeria, people go to the mountains, you see weekly activities. Some people on Monday they are in church, on Wednesday they are in church. On Friday they are in church for VG. On Sunday, 4 to 5 times in a week. Is that not commitment to God?
You said some people will agree with me. Though the other some too will agree. You don't need everybody to agree.
So, in summary now, do you prefer Christianity in the UK than Christianity?
In the UK, it's better.
It's better.
Yes.
Your word.
Yeah. Because you have everything. You have almost everything.
I don't need to sleep in church.
Yes, you want to serve God for who God is,
and not for what you want to
get. Like in Nigeria now, where there's no if you want to travel, you still have to go to maybe church to
To
pray
go
for
and
your
pray,
security,
you fast before you
for
travel.
your safety.
And I think I've experienced that the first time I traveled. We've even arrived about 4 hours journey with my wife. We've even arrived before we arrived. We didn't even pray. But back home, no, that's the truth. I'm talking about my pastor. But back home, even sometimes I will fast. Not because I wanted to fast to pray for anything, but because of safety. I have to fast and the rest. So, but according to Biola, he said, people back home, most of you serve God because of what you want to get from God. But back here in the UK, we serve God because of who God is. Is that your word?
Some, I don't want to say most people.
Considering what is happening in politics back home, election is coming very soon. Next year, by the grace of God, we are going to elect another leader. Nigeria and diaspora are hoping that very soon we'll be able to vote. Even those of us that cannot even vote, we still have one influence or the other over our people back home, because maybe you are the breadwinner, you can see influence your younger ones or your parents. This is who to vote for. I'm not saying you should mention who to vote for, but what advice? Because we are talking about a better Nigeria. Nigeria is our home, no place like home. What advice do you have for both Nigerians at home and Nigerians in diaspora, especially looking at next year election?
Yeah, I think Nigerians, all Nigerians need to start doing their research. Start doing your research and look out for all the candidates, what they've done so far, what they've achieved. Look at their personality. It's not even about what they say they want to do. Their personality. Look at their personality. A lot of people are not good people. You need to look at their personality. Are they people that have? Are they the kind of leaders that have the people at heart?
I mean, you see beyond tribe or religion.
It shouldn't look at tribe. Wherever that you think deserves your vote for the person. And you shouldn't sell your vote. Vote for your conscience. Do your research. Weigh all the candidates. It's not about you. We should stop. We need to stop the idea of talking about the big names. Look at other people. We need to try other people. We've had enough of the same names, and you cannot continue to do the same thing and expect a different result.
It's insanity.
Yeah.
Biola, I saw a poster. I've been trying to dodge it, but it will be a sin unto me if I don't. I saw a poster and I saw somebody trying to dare Guinness Book of Record. Is that you? Could you shed more light on that? I just saw join me so date for. Could you just tell us a little bit about that?
11th of April.
11th of April.
Yeah, I'll be attempting something bold. The Guinness World Record for the fastest haircut.
Fastest haircut.
Yeah.
Interesting.
For 47 seconds. 47.15 seconds.
Is that possible?
It is very, very possible.
What date again?
It's on the 11th of April.
11th.
We're going to start by 5 p.m. I'm using this platform to invite all our sundry. Please be there, everybody.
Where's the venue?
It's going to be at 350 Pest Street, S4 8LU.
Sheffield. You know, many people will watch this podcast who are not even in the UK. Is there any means of watching it online? Will it be streamed online?
Yeah, it's going to be on my Facebook page.
Please watch out for Abiola. He wants to...
Yeah, I'll be attempting the Guinness World Record for
the fastest haircut.
Yeah.
Wow, 45 seconds.
47.15 seconds.
Less than a minute.
Less than a minute.
Okay, we'll look out, and I wish you the best.
Thank you.
Whatever a man can conceive and believe, he can surely achieve.
Yes.
And I can't wait. I'll be there. I promise to be there.
Thank you.
So, Biola, let's go to our second segment as we're winding down. In this segment, I will ask you, it's just 10 questions. And let's know if Nigeria has upper hand over the UK or UK has upper hand over Nigeria. I would say Nigeria or abroad, or Nigeria or UK, since we're in the UK. Which one do you prefer? Just answer me. And you must be fast.
Okay.
One.
How are you?
Food. Nigeria or abroad? Nigeria food, yes. One. Weather. Nigeria or abroad?
Abroad.
Abroad, that is yes. 1-1.
Yeah.
1-1, okay. Work culture, Nigeria or abroad?
Abroad.
Abroad is leading 2-1. Okay, I'm counting for abroad too. Social life, so parties.
Nigeria.
Yes. Okay, that is 2-2. Number 5, family life. Nigeria or abroad?
Abroad.
Abroad. That is 4-2.
Yeah.
Then, okay. Ministry to spiritual life. You say abroad. Abroad. That is 5-2. Okay, raising children, Nigeria or abroad?
Funny stuff.
It is
abroad. For me, abroad.
For you, abroad.
Yeah.
That is 6-2.
Yeah.
Wow. Healthcare, Nigeria or abroad? Abroad, 7-2. Life after retirement,
Nigeria.
Nigeria,
Yeah.
6-3.
Because I'm going back to develop Nigeria.
Which is still retirement. Okay, the last but not the least. If you had to choose where feels more like home, you know, feel more like home, Nigeria or abroad?
Nigeria.
Nigeria. So Nigeria 4, abroad 6.
Yes.
So I think you are meant to still be in abroad for now.
For now, yes.
Somebody I hosted last week, I think it was 7-3. 7 for Nigeria, 3 for UK. This is still Naija Across Borders, where we see beyond the journeys and we explore the struggles, the growth, and the achievement. And this is Abiola Fadikwe. He's been sharing his experience from poverty to becoming SUG president of Sheffield Hallam University. And of course, he's a man who wants to bear, Guinness Book of Record, the fastest record, 47.3. And still a man who has a dream to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. What is your dream? What dream do you have? How big is your dream? And we are rounding up right now. Biola, look into the camera. Encourage somebody there. How big is your dream? You said it when you started that you grew up from a poor family. Yeah. So many people back home have similar story. No money, poor father, poor parent, no hope. But from nothing to something. Mm-hmm. What advice do you have for that young guy, that young lady who is watching you right now?
You need to believe in yourself. You are the first motivator. You are the first. Everything about you are the first. You don't need anybody to believe you now. You don't need that belief. Even if it comes, fine. It doesn't come. You need to believe in yourself. But your energy, your everything, your inspiration, your motivation needs to come within you. The moment you believe in yourself, the rest is history.
Yeah, you are watching Naija Across Borders, where we go beyond the journey to explore the struggles, the growth, and the transformation. Don't give up on yourself. Whatever you can conceive and believe, you can achieve. Until I see you next week, I remember Uncle said, Ayo Adebayo. God bless you.